Welcome to A Woman's World. I'm Diamond Faith, and I'm here with some beautiful black people today. So I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves. Anybody want to go first?
I'm Josh.
You want to tell us about you, Josh?
I'm Josh, I'm a musician.
He's a dope musician.
Yeah, tune in to him, y'all.
You can follow him on IG.
Yep.
Yeah. What's
Josh
your IG?
PMA.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, everybody. My name is Autumn. I'm a makeup artist, and you can follow my makeup profile at Benita Beats, BENITA Beats. And I'm also a candidate to be a licensed clinician, therapist, mental health clinician here in Maryland. And you can also follow my my message at The Soul Reasons on Instagram as well. Hope to see you there.
Oh, I'm Blackstar. My Instagram handle and Twitter handle is at Blackstar. It's the same thing, BLAQSTARR. Producer, filmmaker, ineffable everything I do. You know?
I'm Stephon. Might see me around town, make it happen every day. Instagram is EL_HEFE326.
All right, so that's us. You can tell us a little bit about you guys in the comments. We'll all network and follow us all on IG. And we came here today to have the black man versus the black woman debate live in person and unfiltered. It's raw, y'all. It's raw, okay? And I just wanted to say, if y'all had anything that y'all wanted to ask black women, I'm going to let the guys go first because I don't want nobody to say women are bitter and we're out bashing them. So we're going to let y'all take it away, and then we're going to get into what we got to say. Y'all got some questions? Specifically catering towards what we see on social media about black men attacking black women and black women attacking black men. Because y'all know, we all seen the posts about niggas ain't shit or bitches all hoes and all the stupid stuff that be going around that doesn't really help us as a community. But there's a reason behind these posts, so we want to figure out what that reason is. Have y'all posted some posts like that?
No.
No.
I don't have anything to ask women. I think more than anything right now, I just want to listen to women. I don't really want to ask them too much.
Well, I'm glad you're here then.
You talking about when you ask them what you feel like, what you got taste for? I don't know, I'm just hungry. They tell me what you want to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, when it gets to that point where it's okay, no. But when it gets just a genuine thing, like a general thing, it's just I don't really have anything to ask.
So you just want to listen to it? You can. Yeah, you can chime in, please.
From my experience, I feel like when your woman says she doesn't know, in all actuality, she really wants you to take control. You know what I'm saying? She really wants you to be like, well, all right, we getting this. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not more so.
That is a good message, because sometimes we do just want men to say, "Hey, babe, we're going here at 7. Get dressed," or not even "I'm gonna bring this home to you." Why is that not a thing? Y'all supposed to lead us at the end of the day. Not that we can't make our own minds up, but sometimes we don't want that responsibility. Babe, I thought about you, and I know you like crab cakes. I brought you a crab cake. That's not something that should go undone. Okay.
Totally agree with that.
Okay.
I like that. But what about when you bring crab cakes, right? And you go off of that, you think you about to bring home lobster and all that, and she I don't feel like lobster tonight. Then you looking hold up. I just went out my way and got her some nice ass shit. I knew she was gonna like it. It might have been circumstance. She probably was on her period or something. But give or take. But at the same time, we got feelings too, and it made me feel a certain way about going all out, bringing a lobster, crab cake, and a piece of corn. All that. You know what I'm saying?
More appreciative.
Exactly. So it kind of sort of got me. Our next round, I'm just ask her what she want. Then I ask her what she wants. She don't know. It's
Or what do you like? That's what I mean. That's where I am and where I'm at. No problem. Because I can be indecisive myself, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's because I want them to choose where we're going to go. It's literally, I really don't know. There's so many options. It could be that, you can be a million one things, but I think in those kind of situations, or any kind of situation where you feel like you're getting frustrated because you thought you asked the right question, sometimes you're not asking the right question. So maybe it could be, what do you like to eat? What's your favorite meal? Where's your favorite place to go?
Right, but
is there a restaurant you ain't been to yet
with
that you
that
want
being
to
said,
go?
and it might seem like I'm on the girl side more so, but I'm not, because I actually was married for 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? So I seen a whole nother outlook in the world as far as relationships go. Because it's more with it when you have basically a piece of paper, but it's more to come with it. But that being said, also as a man, you should study a woman. Like, you feel me? Like, I wouldn't know what my girl like to the point where I really wouldn't have to ask, because I know her. You feel me? I know what her favorite foods is. I know what dishes she likes, so I could automatically be like, all right, well, boom. You feel me? But that's also something you learn over time.
Yeah.
Because for the longest, I didn't know that. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
But that's nice because we don't have a lot of that. We don't have a lot of men saying that, oh, I want to know what you like. We just got a lot of men saying, oh, the girl's just supposed to be there. She's supposed to sit there and look pretty and compliment
that's why you
me.
gotta listen and pay attention. You feel me? The main things you gotta do, you gotta listen to your woman, you gotta pay attention to her, because you would already know.
Yeah, it is baby steps. I think it's also important to know, like you said, especially reaching marriage, I feel like everything is a process and everything is gradual. And I feel like if things are moving too fast, that's a warning sign. But I think to get to know a whole new person, a whole new being, like after you've been with yourself all your life, now you're about to introduce this new person into your world, and now you got to learn them.
Yep.
Like, I'm still learning me. You know, every day is you know
every
something
day you
new
grow.
about yourself. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's definitely a gradual process, which is why communication, especially in the beginning, is so important.
Communication throughout,
especially, but a foundation.
It
It has to be very foundational, and that's why I'm saying those open-ended questions and learning what are the right questions in order to get to know them in that level. Yes.
Oh, it's like 90 degrees.
It go a word that through experience, I feel like once acceptance is in place, this word just disintegrate, and it's effort. You know what I'm saying? Because once somebody get married, or once the relationship title is there, it's like effort start to get lost. You know what I'm saying? Some type of way. Effort as small as like having an effort of saying thank you, or having an effort of even telling me what you like. You done got so comfortable. Not you, but the person. Some people get so comfortable that they just on some like it's supposed to be like this. All right, prime example. I have a 2-year-old, right? So she going through the terrible 2 stage and stuff, right? So the other day she told her mother, "Come here." No, sit down. And started crying. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I realize it's a human nature thing sometimes when a person get too comfortable, they don't know what they want. You done got so comfortable, you don't even want the effort of figuring out what you want. You know what I'm saying? So comfortability is one of those words we want to kind of sort of like push into motion to keep the word effort in play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, never be stagnant.
Too comfortable. Yeah.
So y'all want women to be more appreciative.
Women and men.
Women and men to make the relationship work.
And
It's a
incorporate
give and
that
take.
word.
It's a give and take situation. You feel me? And everybody has their days where they don't want to be bothered, or you feel what I'm saying. You can't make them happy, and it goes like that. Especially when you're around a person like that. Like,
So then, how should you
being in a
communicate?
relationship and living with a person is two motherfucking different things.
Yeah, definitely.
Two different things.
But how should you communicate to your partner, like when you don't want to be bothered, like
You
without
let 'em
y'all feeling
know.
like
You let 'em
it's
know.
an
Be
attack?
Like I'm not feeling today. You feel me? You let them know in a polite way. You talk to them. You feel me?
A polite way.
Use your I
And-
statements.
Yeah, because like I'm the type of person where I tell you straight up, like, leave me alone. I don't feel like being bothered. Like, I won't be rude about it. I just like I don't feel like being bothered. And I'm expecting you to not bother me. You feel what I'm saying? If you do, then I might get belligerent for real. Like, I'm expecting not to bother me.
Yeah.
But everybody has their days, and it's just like you gotta go with the punches. Like, all right, they don't feel like being bothered. I mean, I tried. I'm just let them have their time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people in relationships, mostly women, do to be like, I don't feel like being bothered right now, but they'll constantly pick and want to bother them and what's wrong.
Cause maybe they miss
cause the
you.
problem.
Maybe they just want to
No.
talk to you.
That's fine. They do. Just
They
want
wanna
to
be
talk
up
to you
under
and be up
you.
under you. But
Right.
at the time, you let them know, like, I don't feel like being bothered right now. You gotta respect that space. Everybody has their space.
That's
Don't give a fuck
not-
who you is, married, whatever. You gotta have that space. Everybody got their bubble, and if you close your bubble off and you say you don't want to be bothered, people should respect that, whether you are a spouse or whatever, and leave you alone. Because if not, then things escalate and go to another level, and therein lies the problem.
Yeah.
You could have just gave me my time, and I maybe would have been like, all right, I feel a little better. And when I came to you, you feel what I'm saying?
And that starts with the foundation of communication. And also, I feel like because you said you were married, body language is another form of communication. I feel like at some point, like, y'all should be able to know exactly when my partner is having a bad day, when they're not feeling well, when they're, to a certain point. But like that's like the later phases. I think in the beginning it's very important to communicate. I feel like this, and when I feel like this, I can't be bothered, or I don't want to talk to nobody, or I need to be in my space, But it's also important that people know how to know what they're feeling. Some people like be angry, but they're really sad, but they don't know how to express sadness, especially men, because it's society taught you not to show that kind of side of you, so you have to kind of mask it with anger or aggression when whole time like you really depressed or sad,
and that does not communicate well to us, because we feel like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, or he is just in his feelings, or he's being like a little pussy. Like, we just don't understand that, because we like, oh, I'm just here.
You can't call him a pussy.
But we here trying to help. We see you going through something. We here trying to help you, and it's like you rejecting my efforts. It's like, well, then why should I bother to try to help you?
She called that
Leave
man
him
a
alone.
That's no. We're learning that calling a man a pussy is a no.
But I'm not saying to call him that, but you got those thoughts in your head sometimes.
That was easy.
It came out.
Okay, well, speaking of harsh words, when y'all do see people attacking black men, especially on social media, how does that make you feel? Like when you see a woman say something like, this dudes ain't shit, or because that's one of the basics.
Everybody have their own situation. Like today, I went to pick up my son. I was supposed to been got him like 3 days ago, but when it's time for me to go get him, my baby mother, which is my ex-wife, always find a way or a reason to deny me. You feel me? Like
maybe because she was expecting you 3 days ago.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was supposed to got him when I came back from Ocean City. She is giving me the hold up. She's giving me the run around. Like, you feel me? On purpose, like just because she mad for real. Like we had separated for real, end up having a kid. She hate me for it. I mean, it is what it is, but she don't grasp the concept of every action has a reaction.
Exactly.
And
we got feelings too.
She made a bad move, and it backfired on her. I mean, it is what it is. Like, you can't be bitter at me forever. Like, you gotta learn how to accept responsibility, and that's a lot of women can't do that.
Well, a lot of us do accept way more responsibility than y'all give us credit for. And even though, like, one thing I wanted to ask you guys today, because like some of the posts are unnecessary and we go above and beyond and maybe hurt y'all feelings, but some of those posts, or sometimes when we talking to y'all, we really just voicing our concerns and opinions, and then y'all take it like, oh, it's an attack. Yo, I want to know why.
It's also a way to do things.
But like, if I'm voicing my concerns and I'm saying I have an issue with something, why do men go, oh, how dare you say anything to me? Don't you know the police are killing us? Like, that's been another one.
Like that.
Man, I've had several guys say, oh, black women don't support black men unless the police kill us. Or even in my past relationship, we got in an argument and I was like, yo, this is literally what I need from you. And it felt like he was saying, how dare you say anything to me? Don't you know the police kill us? As if police don't kill black women too. Or as if black men don't kill black women. Like, we don't get to use it as an excuse when y'all say y'all need more from us. So why do y'all feel like y'all should just play victim?
I'm not playing a victim or asking for any more because the police been killing us, because they've been doing the shit. You feel me? You just got to stay dangerous and be more vigilant in the streets. It's like, yeah, you feel me? Like,
which is true, but it's not right for. I mean, police brutality is wrong, and black men should not be dying at the hands of the police or at the hands of each other. But I've seen so many black men use that as an excuse for why women should not say anything to them. Like, why should women not be able to voice our concerns?
That's some clown.
But
that's some clown shit.
Like hearing it like that,
not
hearing it like that, it does seem justifiable to say that he shouldn't have said that, right? But what if it was an element that was left out? Like, say for instance, if the conversation got heated, right? And then you may have, like, not you, but the lady, look, don't talk to me like that. I'll call the police on you to get you out of here. Like, why we even taking it here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't take it there, so I don't know why somebody would take it there, because we already know what the police represent.
Yeah, I'm using that as an example, because prime example, I know of homeboy of mine recently, he got into a slight disagreement, not even an argument, with somebody who he don't live with, and she said, well, if that's the case, since you don't want to pick up the phone, I will call the police on your illegal drug activity.
Wow.
And, like, whoa, like, what?
But then at that point, it's his responsibility to get the fuck away from her.
Exactly.
Like,
Also, what were the warning signs?
The warning.
But it seems like guys like those girls that are toxic and say stuff like that.
But for that,
like,
because I feel like there are warning signs leading up to that point. Like, she showed you her true colors early, and you continue to pursue.
But men gravitate towards that and then be like, oh, all women hoes. When the good girl is sitting at home trying to figure out how she can love a man correctly.
They gotta take that up with the men in their family or the lack thereof to know like how to operate in a functional relationship.
As well, you feel
men
me?
Too.
No, they never
absent,
treated
you know,
how a little girl's supposed to be treated.
Maybe not.
Or growing up
maybe
by
distant.
a real father, so they don't know what's going on. So they really fucked up in the game. You feel me?
So we're all fucked up in the game, and we're all saying the other one is fucked up. That doesn't help us move. It doesn't help us progress because y'all just like, oh, women this, women this.
I'm not saying I defend the women too, for real. Like, it took me. And I'm being honest, it took me, I'm 31 now. It took me at least like 5 years to actually grasp the concept of how to be in a relationship, of how to be married. So that basically was my whole marriage. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't until after the fact and the damage was done and we were separated and all that I actually had time to sit back and reflect and like, damn, well, I should have did this better. Or I should have did this better. Never would I try to push the blame, but also thinking what I should have did better. I'm still like, well, damn, she did this. You feel what I'm saying? She also did this, which is not an excuse.
Did she do that as a reaction of what you did, and you just like, oh, she did this,
no,
so now
I've had times. Okay, like we've had situations. Everybody goes through it, but it's been times where as though I'm doing exactly what you asked me to do. And I'm showing you that I'm doing it, and you still basically giving me your ass to kiss. So it might go on for a couple of days to a week, and I'm doing everything you asked me to do, but you still giving me your ass to kiss. Fuck that. It's back to the regular scheduled programming. You feel me? Which is not solving anything.
No, it's not. It's adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. You feel what I'm saying?
Men do have this wild ego, though. Like. You got something to say? Like, it's crazy how
I'm telling
it is,
you,
but like, okay, so how do we communicate to y'all that we can break down that pride barrier? Because it feels like anytime we try to voice our opinions, it's like, oh no, you just a woman, you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, and not to say y'all, because I have dope conversations with y'all. Like, I really appreciate these men right here.
I'm about to say, like, who do you be
Who
talking
are you talking to? Maybe it is the guy that I talk to.
I'm like,
maybe it's me. Maybe I'm toxic. Okay, no, it's not me.
You pussy ass.
It's not me. But no, I honestly, like, I would sit up there and try to talk to guys and be like, oh, well, this is where guys are doing wrong. Like, why don't men say, oh, as a whole, we have been on some shit and we could do better? Not to say that it applies to you personally, but as a whole, it's not like y'all don't see this shit.
Some women already prejudged from things that they have seen, like, back in the day, for real.
Wouldn't you though? Like, if you go through something, it forms some kind of PTSD when you go through something and you like.
Everybody has a chance. Like you could have been growing. You feel me? Like, you don't know this shit until you experience this shit. You feel what I'm saying? We grow every single day. You feel me? You might meet a new person, anything, interact with a new person. So we grow every single day. But a lot of females had a perception like, oh well, back in the day he was hustling. You feel me? So I don't know what he's doing now, but I'm not even gonna give him a chance because I knew he was hustling back in the day. Right. But the whole time that person,
because she's trying to protect herself and keep herself from being in a situation she don't want to be in.
If you don't open up, how can you protect yourself? If you don't open up to different things, like, you're not protecting yourself, you're just putting yourself in a shell.
And that's when boundaries come into play.
You won't move nowhere. You won't learn anything. You won't progress in life as far as relationships and things like that. Because that person that was a drug dealer back in the day might be the sweetest motherfucker now, and you never know because you didn't give him a chance. You have a perception of something that could be or could not be, but you'll never find out if you don't jump out.
Well, because we trying to think smart and like, hey, if I dealt with a drug dealer before and I did not get a good experience from that, or that dude like messed me over, why would I then put myself in a situation to date another drug dealer?
But how do you know that?
Not that I have anything against the drug dealer.
You shouldn't put yourself in a situation to date another drug dealer. But how do you? I'm saying is your perception. You're going off a perception of something old, like this what they used to do. So nowadays, I'm not gonna give them a chance because that's what they used to do. You don't know if you don't give them a chance. You don't know if they still sell drugs. They could be fucking running a business right now. You feel what I'm saying? But you never even.
You used to do, not currently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going off an old perception of a person. You feel me? Like, so now you don't know what they used to do, and you won't get to know because you're just like, oh well, he used to sell drugs.
Well. Okay. My question is, because I was really hurt by some of your peers' comments on Twitter where the Protect the Black Woman hashtag was running or trending.
Twitter.
You don't
talking about Twitter.
I saw it on the gram because I don't have a Twitter either. So anyway, they were saying, if it's not my daughter or my mother or my family, what I look like protecting another woman or black woman, Yeah, if you have such a big if you have
That's
a
what we
problem,
deal with, though.
If you feel like you're unprotected, then just stop protesting for us. And then another one I saw,
But we out here fighting in the streets for them, and they still sit up there and be like, black women don't do enough. Like,
another one I saw was, if you have an issue with men, then that's you and your daddy issue or something like that. So
Or
stuff
maybe
like
it's my
that.
issue
I'm
with
wondering,
that.
like,
men have an issue with not evolving and not growing. You feel what I'm saying? You could be 28, 31, and you still can have a childlike mentality. Like you feel me? Like I
Definitely.
said, I'm just 31 for real. Just a couple years ago, I was really, still running the streets, doing what I had to do. I had to realize, no, you got a whole house to take care of, pay your bills. You feel me? Stack money and do different shit. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody doesn't mature at the same rate. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of men out there that's like fucking 40 and they still got a childish mentality. You feel me? And they fucking women old. You get what I'm saying? Like,
but
So
what's
it's
the
about
purpose in that?
knowledge.
What do you get from fucking a woman
you
over
might
at
not
the end
even
of the
have did it
day?
on purpose. You never know, because it's a give and take. Like, you might really like this girl in the beginning. She might have showed you some red flags. You might have shown her some red flags. The tension comes in there, and it's either we gonna work it out and fuck with it, or we gonna walk away. And a lot of the age range like us, we don't stay married, we don't stay together. We don't. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's no communication, and it's no middle ground there. Like, look, we gonna fix this. You feel me? It's just like, fuck it. It's easier to walk away. So I'm done with it. I'm gone.
and then that's something that you may have learned from your parents, and their parents learned from their parents, or their
Or by
environment, or your
experience,
cousin,
period.
or uncle, or
Yeah.
just by
'Cause a
your
lot I
friends and
learned-
people around you. Like, sometimes that's just something you've learned through personal
Because you get
experience.
used to
Whether
being
it's
okay by
indirectly
yourself.
Directly or indirectly, like, it's something that is learned, and it's something it's up to you. One somebody got to tell you, and then it's up to you to listen, and it's up to you to become aware, and then it's ultimately up to you to change or fix that way of handling
It's evolving.
things.
It's evolving and
But
maturing.
you gotta have that
Like,
one. They gotta be willing to listen. Though, unfortunately, some people
Absolutely.
are not
Yep.
willing to accept
Yep.
a well-known fact about themselves because
Yep.
they think
So
they
it's
know
just that
themselves
person.
better.
There's no
Absolutely.
way to communicate to
Absolutely.
them. You just gotta let them do them
Yeah.
and leave.
or get out of it, or move on. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you
So
can
give and take,
boundaries.
like I said, like as far as me and my situation with my ex-wife, like it was no trying after a certain point. You feel
Standards.
me? And I was like, you feel me? Fuck that shit. I'm good.
But see, then when
feel
when
me?
the girl
Yeah,
moves
you
on,
can
then it's these hoes ain't shit.
No,
There's no
no, I
loyalty.
ain't say
Like
all that.
no,
I ain't
she
say
was
all
trying
that,
to protect herself. She didn't want to continuously be in that situation. Like
But that comes with
that doesn't mean she's
responsibility.
unloyal.
Why?
Like,
Look, that comes with responsibility and communication. Why is this? Why do you keep acting like this? Why you treat me like this? You gotta communicate. And then when you have a person who you try to tell them something about their self and they can't take it, that's the hardest thing to do, because it's gonna always be confrontation. You know, it's gonna always be confrontation. No matter what you do, you could be nice and you could say have a good day, and it's probably gonna be confrontation. This shit is like, you feel me? Like, you don't understand it, but then you gotta change the caliber of people you deal with as well, because
Yeah.
Yep.
I hold myself
Birds
to
of
a
a
different
feather.
standard. You feel me? So I don't hang around everybody. I have a small circle. You feel me? Like, and I'm me. I do what I do, but you feel me? You gotta change who you be around, because some motherfuckers ain't good for you.
I
Honestly,
agree.
they
That's
aura
on
not
both
good
sides.
for you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Attitude not good for you. None of that. So some people, you just gotta know when the motherfucker be like, I ain't mad at you. I don't dislike you, but we
I just gotta
can't be
separate
cool.
myself
You feel
from
me?
you.
Something playing. We
Yeah.
gonna have to do that. And the fucked up thing about mine is, like, I just want to be cool with my ex-wife. You feel me? Just so I can constantly get my son, but she just give me the runaround, which makes me get angry.
'Cause she's probably still
And I
holding
used
on to
lash
the
out.
hurt from-
She probably is. She got a little boyfriend and all that. You mean? But I used to lash out. You feel me? As I matured, I ain't lash out no more. I'm like, she be like, I'm like, boy, I'm just trying to get him. You been ignoring me for 3 days. Fuck you. Nobody's on your time. I say, all right, just have a good day. Just let me know when I can get my son. You want, like, you feel me? It's confrontation, and I don't be wanting. I don't give a fuck. Like, bitch, you don't gotta call me. You all just text me just about my son. I don't even gotta deal with you, bitch. If I ask you for my son, you feel me? Yeah, that's my
But if
favorite
you calling
word.
her
This is my
bitch,
favorite word, and it's only
that's
if
not-
the shoe fits. You feel me? I don't care if the shoe fits. You gotta wear it.
Right. So, and that's the other thing. Men feel like they have, and I get it. The world has been set up for men. I get that. But y'all feel like y'all have this standpoint and y'all have a right to speak to women some type of way, but women can't in return do that same thing to you. Like, it's constantly men can just say whatever they want to, and we got to deal with it. Like,
No,
it's
y'all don't
okay
have
for
to
y'all to
deal
call
with
us a bitch, but if I still call you a
If
pussy,
you don't want your
I'm a
man to
male
call you a bitch,
basher.
if you don't want your man to call you a bitch, and that's not what you into or what you like, or if you feel disrespected, then
I mean, it depends on when you call me a bitch.
Okay, I was wondering where he was going
If
with
we're in the
that.
bedroom, that might be something different.
Okay. He's
Like
cool
I
with me.
said, you hold yourself at the highest standard.
That's
you won't
not
be
my
around
that's
people
not my
like that.
nigga then. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know my standards and I know who that's what I'm saying. I've learned over time that the way people, how they treat you and how they approach you is their personal issue. They're bringing, that's them. You feel me? And they're projecting it or displaying it or displacing it on you. So it sounds like with your baby mom, like it sounds like she hurt and she upset. So she gonna try to make you upset. You feel me?
Well,
Because
I'm not upset no
then
more.
she need to put it somewhere.
But so
I ain't
are
got
you
time
not
for it.
also
I
at
see
the
good
point
in
where
that.
you like, oh, I'm gonna try to
I'm
help
just saying
her
as an
release some of her hurt?
No,
Like,
I
because
mean,
what if
look,
you
I
did
mean,
genuinely
no,
cause her
look,
some hurt?
Listen, I did, and we had many talks. Like recently, she came to drop some mail off to my mom's house, and we talk about an hour for real. And she'd be cool sometimes, but then it's like also when she with her boyfriend, it's always like I'm gonna make him. And she try to make me seem like the bad guy, or like I'm doing something wrong. Like I ain't doing nothing wrong, bitch. I just asked you when I get my son. I was supposed to be mad. You hold me up. Well, I'm not on your time. I gotta work. Listen, if you at work, that mean he at his grandmother's house. Tell them I'm ready to come get my motherfucking son. It's not hard. You get what I'm saying? Like she constantly gives me the runaround. Like she just told me yesterday I was supposed to get him again yesterday. He's sick. You feel me? I really had to tell her, and I left a nice little voicemail. Said, "Chase, all bitch. If you do not return my motherfucking call and let me come get my son, I'm kicking in both them motherfucking doors." And she know I ain't lying because I will.
So you adding
I
fuel
try
to
to-
the
That's
fire
the
now.
No, I try to mature.
So she's supposed to hop, skip, and jump and be like, oh, he want his son. Let me be there when he want his son. Let me cater to him.
But this 3 days. It's not knowing that. She's
Yeah,
like,
that
oh, I
3
worked
days
a lot.
is
That's
a bit-
fine. It takes 2 minutes to send a text message.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? And then it's always an excuse. Why not? You feel me? It's being done on purpose. Simple and plain. Like there's no excuses or nothing. It's being done on purpose intentionally to piss me off.
And
You
it
feel me?
sounds like it's working.
Okay, so
No, I be
then.
angry about it, but I don't lash out at her. I don't do nothing. I just be like, all right.
What was that voicemail?
And then that voicemail,
I got called a
voicemail
bitch
was
in
me,
the
like,
voicemail.
That voicemail was me being like, look,
You
I'm not even
fix
playing
some
your game.
doors,
Not
not
me.
one but 2 doors down.
I'm not
Yeah.
even playing your game no more. And
Like,
she
are you
already know,
paying
like,
the
yeah. And I wasn't gonna do it, but yeah, she always seemed to, when I'm negative, she always seemed to want to respond now. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly, because that's
But when
the
I'm
reaction
positive, I
she
don't
was
get
trying.
nothing. Exactly,
Because she
but
wants
it's-
that
Sometimes
reaction.
women just want men to feel something. Like y'all go around so
you
hard
feel
up all the
if they
time.
feel alive.
We want to know that you feeling something and that you can communicate what you feeling.
It's been down
Why
to
y'all
3
can't
years.
communicate what y'all feeling to
I
us?
communicate my feelings. At one point I wasn't, but yeah, you feel me? I talk, you feel me? All that. Like I'm one of those people, like I don't mind sitting down and having a conversation with my spouse, you feel what I'm saying? Like you supposed to. We supposed to be on mutual ground. So either we on mutual ground or we agree to disagree.
Okay.
End the story. You feel me? And we carry how we carry, but it shouldn't be no animosity left after that.
All right, so then we gonna wrap it up. But we
Right.
might all need
Got
some
me out
therapy.
here.
But like, what's one
Nah.
thing for those people that do want help or want to bridge the gap between the black man and the black woman? What do you think that they should do? And then we'll end it with that. Like, what
In
can
my
women do
personal-
to bridge
in my-
our gap with
In my
y'all?
personal opinion, I think women should and men should actually slow down, take their time to really get to know a person.
Yep.
Ins and outs, because like I said, motherfuckers smell different when you live with them. You feel me? Ins and outs, how they live, you feel me? Are they clean, whatever. And you should also, you feel me? You should be able to help build and get built up as far as how your partner wants things. You get what I'm saying? Like if you don't like living in a dirty house, but they kind of like messy. You gotta
No
let them
dirty
know.
houses.
They're living in a dirty house, so now it's up to your partner to be like, all right, you know what? You feel me? I shouldn't live in a dirty house neither. So there's certain
Who
things
wants
that
to
he
live in a
likes
dirty
to
house?
keep him happy or to keep her happy. There's certain things that they like, and that avoids confrontation. Like when I go in my house, I don't have to argue about shit because she know how I am, and shit is how it's supposed to be. You feel me? By the time I go in the house, dinner probably be ready. All that. Same go for her. She at work, I cooks. I don't like, you feel me?
See,
Like,
you
I
don't
really
have a lot
need
of
woman
men
for
that
nothing.
do that reciprocation. They
I
feel
really,
like the
really don't
woman's
need a
just
woman
supposed
for
to carry
nothing,
all
you feel what
of
I'm
it.
saying? But it's still good to have that backbone or have that partner. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Black Star, you got something?
The only thing that was on my mind, it wasn't to summarize this. It was a question. Do we got time for a question?
Sure. We'll take
Alright.
a question.
So basically, what I absorbed was the word justification came to mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about this story when I was working with a female photographer, right? And she had, I paid for the session. It was $150, right? And it got off. It's all good.
Just the like.
All right.
Logo endorse me, baby.
So we so I gave her $150 for the photo shoot. After the photo shoot, I was excited, and I added to the conversation. I was like, yo, I do videos and stuff. We should do a sub company and call it, my name and her name or something. You can still have your business dealings. I have my business dealings on my name, but this company, when I put my name and your name on it, that's when we collab on it stuff, right? That was all well and fine. So here it is, a couple months then passed. I ain't get my pictures. I ain't get nothing, right? So here it is. A year later, I ran into a girl. I started talking to a girl that became friends with her. That was friends with her and stuff, right? So I was like, damn, did your friend take my money from me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she answered for a friend and was like, well, she was going through a lot at the time. People was taking advantage of her, and she just didn't know how to take the conversation I had. I was like, okay, so you took my money.
That don't mean you take my money.
So the girl who I was talking to, she kind of sort of justified the story. Like, it was justified that she was going through something, so she was okay with taking my money.
That doesn't make it okay. Doing somebody else wrong because you're going through something is not okay.
You sound like a lot of personal.
So that's almost like the word justification should stand on both sides when it's that general thing. Like, the general thing was not what you assumed to steal money from somebody and try to have a justification because what you was going through with men, or thinking a man was going to take advantage of you. Because I ain't showed one sign of trying to take advantage of her, right? And at the end of the day, she projected
her fears onto
her
you.
Fears or whatever she had in mind, and wound up being the one that stole from me and stuff. And I'm like, yo, like,
a lot of hurt people
I think my standpoint from that was kind of sort of just watching that justification hat on all human beings and stuff, and then having heightened standards in any union that I put myself in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Homeboys, homegirls, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I think justification and accountability definitely goes hand in hand with one another, because in that moment, everybody should have been held accountable for not paying you your money. So I feel like, justifying something, like, at the end of the day, it's underlying that you are still holding yourself accountable for your actions. Also, I want to leave here with two things. One, I want to reiterate that the word female is an adjective and not a noun. And so I think it would be helpful in the communication process if you learn if it's learned how to address women. Another thing I want to say is that in a relationship, it's important that you know your history. I think it's important to know your history, your personal life, and also learn about your ancestors' history. This is
like what generational curses y'all might have to break together.
Generational curses, and also as Black people, because this is directed towards the Black audience, knowing like where you came from. Because I think once you know where you came from, that allows you to know who you are, and then when you know who you are, you can be in a stable relationship because that person also did that work too. So I think it's a lot of self-work when it comes to relationship. And just not even relationship, just even if it's a partnership, like business partner, colleague, like anytime you're interacting with a woman, I think it's just important to know, or just anybody in general. That's why I was like, a lot of these things that we're saying for us, like personal experience, people will sound like they were going through personal issues and they didn't know what to do with them, so they put it on you. Now you stress. Now you got that issues and your issues all on the same plate. And you was barely holding up your plate. So I think self-work is the ultimate. It's definitely the key in ensuring a healthy and functional interaction between men and women. But the system done ruined that for a lot of people. So
Josh,
everybody use your Googles.
You got something you need from us women?
Not really. Pretty good. Yeah. Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I feel like in closing, I'm gonna just say what I need from men. I need them to set that pride on the ledge. Like, realize when your girl is coming to you, or even if it's just a woman in general, she's really probably not coming to you to hurt you. She's probably coming to you to try to enlighten you and help you grow. And it's not our fault that you are not in a position you want to grow yet. Like, I feel like if guys realize that women can think and talk for themselves, Like that we have brains too, and y'all take that into effect instead of just thinking, oh, you got to carry the world on your shoulders. I feel like we would be a lot more cohesive. Like we would be able to get a lot further because you would realize your girl is the one that's right there trying to help you and trying to tackle this world with you. You just feel like you got everything up in your head, like, oh, this is all on you. That's not helping you. That's not going to help y'all get nowhere. You're going to be as far as you can get by yourself. You're not going to get where you could go with your girl or with somebody by your side if you don't set your pride aside and be like, oh, she has thoughts and opinions too that are valid. That's all I want. All right, well, I think that's it for today.
Hold on.
No, wait, it's not it. Oh my gosh.